one, go!
What the hell is this?
Hey, how's it going? It's me, the homie Fhashyl, and well, I was going through my rulebook once again, looking for any grammatical errors, misspelled words, misused words, and I was like, you know what? I think I want to talk about my campaign in another video again, because I enjoy talking about my campaign, and well, here we are. And so, in the previous one, I said something along the lines of, I want to include things that I've played that I know very well, so, you know, stuff like my 3 mains in Final Fantasy 14. So we got, you know, we got Red Mage, we got good old Dark Knight. It's my favorite tank, Dark Knight Supremacy all the way. And I would have put an Astrologian, however, I couldn't really come up with a way to balance the card system and the 2 different sects that they have, and that combined with all the other systems I had in place was a little bit of a hassle, so I left it out. But I left in White Mage because, well, I know how White Mage works, both in Final Fantasy 14 and in this. And then I was also like, oh yeah, we gotta have limit breaks. So now it's like, okay, we got limit break this, and we got limit break that. And I was like, you know what? This is alright. This is nice. It's cool. And then I was thinking, I was like, what else do I really want to put in this? And I was like, I've already got Samurai, Reen Schwarzer. And I was like, you know, I don't really play Samurai that often anymore. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw in Ninja, because Ninja's cool. And my gear set for it is literally called Latin Hand Signs, because I thought it was funny, because Naruto was way too easy. Anyway, moving on from that part. And then I was like, alright, so I've got Ninja here. What abilities do I want to give it? Because looking back at the prior games, I was like, Ninja doesn't really have anything going for it, does he? And then I said to myself, okay, what if I use the basis of all of its abilities in 14 in one way or another, and change a couple things and throw it in my campaign? And then after like a good 2 hours of going through every ability that I wanted to include, well, here we go. And then I was doing the same thing for Red Mage, but then I was also like, you know, Red Mage kinda has a lot going for it and has had a lot going for it over the years, so I wanted to give it a pretty sweet balance of magic and melee and some other things from 14. I try not to include too much though, but then I was also like, there isn't really any defined Red Mages in the series, at least in the numbered entries, except for 6. I fully believe that Tara Branford's a Red Mage, and you can't change my mind on that. Moving on, yeah, I was just like, alright, so I've got all this stuff in here. What else do I want to put in? And then I was also like, you know what? My friends they're pretty cultured, and the players that I have, they're also pretty cultured. So I started throwing in references like later, significantly later on in the campaign, it is possible to lay hands on the Yamato from not Final Fantasy, Devil May Cry. And that is all I'm going to say. And if you know what it does, cool. If you don't, you'll find out when you get your hands on it. And that's all I'm going to say on that part. And then I threw in stuff like the Falcon armor from Mega Man X5, because I said to myself, okay, what is a nice early game set of rare gear that I'm willing to let my players get their hands on? And then I was like, you know what? Flying sounds pretty cool. And then I was like, oh yeah, there's armor that lets you fly in Mega Man. And that's how I've got the Falcon armor in here. And, well, everyone, especially one of my players, is putting it to very, very good use. And it led to some pretty wild and funny moments. And, yeah, there's some other rare stuff in there. Like, let's see, what other rare secret do I want to give away, armor-wise? It is possible to lay hands on Fhashyl's clothes, armor, whatever you want to call it, straight Final Fantasy 2. Not gonna tell you what it does, but it is for the players who know how my campaign works, stat-wise. It is a tier below Ultimate Gear. Granted, my players have not gotten anywhere close to getting to Ultimate Gear, but once they hear me say that, they're gonna catch a pretty good idea of how strong it might be. So moving on from there, I was like, alright, so we got Ninja, got some other references in there, and then I was like, I want Dark Knight, and I want Paladin, but I've already got them in the campaign, and I don't want two of the same thing. And then I remembered Cecil exists. So then I said to myself, okay, how am I gonna do this? And as I was thinking about that, I was playing Opera Omnia on my phone. I was like, wait a minute, I can do a little bit of this. I can take Dark Knight Cecil from this, Paladin from 14, and Paladin from Final Fantasy 4, do a little combination here and there, bam! I've got both classes in one person. Sadly, I don't have a Dark Knight or Paladin player in the campaign, but if they did, they would, at later levels, be able to, at the start of their turn, switch modes to Dark Knight or Paladin. Elemental affinities will change accordingly, but their attacks and their resources that they spend for said attacks would be different. And I was like, you know what, yeah, that's alright, that can work out. And then, as I kept going through the rulebook more and more and more, I was like, man, I am having a lot of fun writing this thing. And there were like legitimate times where I stopped what I was doing and just reread it up to where I would stop. And I was like, you know, I am so proud of myself, and I am 120% certain that this is going to be a well done campaign. And I pray that I don't do anything like a lot of bad DMs that I've seen before, and I haven't done any of that so far. And all of my players, they give me feedback, and they're like, yeah, this is cool, that's cool, can't wait to do this. Or they would ask questions like, can we do this, can we do that? And I'm like, well, I would neither confirm or deny. And that that and ending things on cliffhangers is very quickly becoming my favorite thing to do, because there are a couple of session recordings where I'm like, find out next time, next week, and they're like, dog, why are you doing this, stop it. And I'm like, it's fun for me. Anyway, yeah, I really just want to make this like a gush, because, you know, like I said in the other one, I enjoy talking about the things I like, and this is something I really like, and I really enjoy when I can run my mouth uninterrupted, whether it be like someone just interjecting and cutting me off, or bringing up a completely different topic that has nothing to do with the situation at hand. But yeah, I like talking about my campaign because it's fun. People are having fun. People that I tell about it that aren't playing it are like, oh man, that sounds like fun. And then some of the recordings that I will start uploading very soon, by the way, some of the recordings that I have that I let people listen to, like, oh man, that happened, really? And there are laughs, there's a little bit of sadness, there's some frustration at things that are happening in campaign universe, and I'm like, yeah, I've done a good job. I've done a very good job. And yeah, this is a lot of fun for me. Doing it my first time, you know, players are showing up most of the time on time at session. If they can't make it, you know, they're like, hey, I can't make it because this, and like, hey, it's no big deal. That's a legitimate reason. Like, oh, I had overtime and, you know, I slept in a little bit, my bad, G. I'm not gonna fault you for that, homie. Or like, something came up and I gotta dip out. I'm not gonna fault you for that, homie. You do what you gotta do, right? And yeah, so for you, the viewer, listening to this right now, who most likely isn't one of my players listening to this, we are just at the ending parts of chapter 2, and it has been a wild ride so far, and things are most certainly about to get a little crazy. And well, you'll find out when I get to uploading the recordings of how things have gone from beginning to where we are now at the time of this recording, being session number 12. And with that out of the way, I thought about streaming these live on Twitch or YouTube, and then I was like, you know what? Nah, I'd rather just record with us on Roll20 in a Discord call, chillin', vibing, whatever, and then throw it up somewhere later on. And a habit that my players have picked up, they're like, oh, this recording is sponsored by blah blah blah, or this recording is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Sadly, none of them are sponsored. I would like for them to be sponsored because, you know, everybody could use some extra coin in their pocket, but I'm not that big yet, and so ain't no sponsorships gonna be coming my way. But yeah, so don't freak out when you hear, oh, this recording is sponsored by, it's not sponsored. Anyway, I think I have run my mouth long enough for this one. I am 99% certain I'm gonna wind up making another video talking about my campaign because I enjoyed it that much. And yeah, I'm gonna get to stepping. I will see you all whenever I see you all again. Hear from y'all, talk to y'all. Hey, how you doing? We'll pop. I hope you have a good day, good week, good month. And yeah, keep an eye out for those recordings. See ya.